From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is the B Team with Cory and Jim. And most people...
Nice. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's all right.
I've been saying we're going to do it forever. Little Max attack for you.
But when most people tell me about their car problems, they'll tell me that, well, yeah, I'm just happy it's not me.
Sure.
Most of the time. But when they tell me about something they had fixed on their car, they'll usually say, oh, yeah, it was just like a $13 part. And I was out of there.
Who says that?
Done. You know what
Who says that? That's never in my lifetime has it been a $13 part.
Everything that happens to me is a $1,200 to $1,500 problem with my car. Every single time.
I feel like you're the one-upper guy for cars.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's like, had to get some new tires, you're like, well, let me tell you about tires. Okay? I've had to replace those things twice in 3 months. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's getting after them.
Had bad tire sparks. So had to
plug tubes.
The tires were getting a spark, so had to take it in.
Got to replace those.
Yeah.
You know? That's day one stuff.
That's what the guy said.
Yeah. I always feel like I'm getting just destroyed when I go to a mechanic. They can tell me anything.
Absolutely.
And I'll be like,
me too.
Fuck yeah, all right.
Me too. The thing that bothers me the most about the place I take our cars to get worked on now is that, of course, they overcharge.
Yeah.
And then they upsell you on things.
Labor.
While we were looking at
Parts.
this, we saw that you are due for, and then we also saw that this,
Yeah. You might want to change that too.
So, yeah, they'll tell you that. But before they tell you the cost of what it is going to be to get everything back the way it should be, they'll tell you, well, you go on up front while we're working on it, and you can look around at, we have the new Rubicon on sale. This one's like, are you kidding me, dude? I could barely afford the gas to get here to get my oil changed.
And you're trying to sell me some Rubicon tires.
Now you're trying to sell me a car. So anyway,
yeah,
we're the B team, and I'm having car problems today, but I'm going to shake that off, and we're going to give you a mediocre show.
It's just been a rough go for you lately. You almost died yesterday with your sickness.
Yeah.
Most people don't know you got diseases.
No, seriously, at this time yesterday, I could barely breathe. I couldn't breathe through my nose, and I had that dry, hacky cough thing going on.
Yeah.
Last night, I coughed really hard, like 4 or 5 times, and blew out some chunks of something.
Probably like bones.
I'm sure it's something I needed.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that's important.
All usable parts. And today I feel like I'm on the mend.
Sure,
as they say.
It's because your beard looks great. That's why.
My ears are a little clogged up, so even with the headphones on.
Yeah,
You
sound fine.
Sound cloudy.
Maybe a titch. Maybe a titch. But
a titch.
A smidge.
Is that something you picked up in the UK?
That's universal. That's everywhere.
Or during your time at TTT Tech.
The UK. It's pretty dry out the Triple T.
'Tis the season, Cory.
'Tis indeed.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like a freight train of Christmas, man. You hit December 1st.
Yeah.
And all the it's already building up, you can see that, but once December 1st hits, it's like an onslaught of Christmas. It's an ambush, man.
Yeah.
Wherever you go. It's playing on the radio 24/7, all the songs. Every store you go into, there's deals, sales and stuff. All their decorations are up. It's crazy.
It's just like in Elf.
Yeah.
When the manager announces that Santa's coming.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Santa! Santa's coming! Yep.
I know him.
Hold on to your receipts. The best line. Except for the 6-inch ribbon curls.
6 inches. It's impossible. 6 inches.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Faison Love, man. That dude was on point in that movie.
No doubt about it.
That's a good film.
Hallmark Channel.
That's just
24/7. But, dude, my wife has been watching Christmas movies since Halloween night.
That's what you said. That's
Yeah.
what you said. That's early, man. That's breaking it in way
Crazy early.
Yeah. Right now it's appropriate. December, it's appropriate.
Yeah.
I'll allow
Yeah.
that. But, man.
I made my whole family happy last night because they were trying to set up a date to get the Christmas tree.
Okay.
And I'm a 2-week out guy.
Sure.
2 weeks before Christmas, that is more than enough. But I told them this year we could after
2.5?
December for well because of all this, Christmas in October crap. I feel like they've got into my brain now. It's like,
sure.
oh yeah, it's December
Yeah.
1st. It's Christmas time. Which it's not, but
Stupid idiots.
yeah, I'm still eating turkey.
Sure.
Get off me, man.
Yeah. We're actually foregoing the tree this year.
Wait a minute.
You know why? Because
Christmas with the cranks.
no. The little one, man. He's walking now and he's getting into everything. So there's no where we can put it. We've discussed a tiny, because last year we had a small one. We don't want to get a full. We get a real tree,
Mm-hmm.
So we got a small one last year because we waited until like the last minute. So then we went out and like all they had was like shitty big ones. And then I found like a perfect little one, and it was like a 4-footer, but awesome. So put that up. This year though, we discussed a wall tree out of his reach.
Yeah.
Because man, we just hung up a strand of lights underneath my television on a little garland or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And dude went ballistic.
Yeah.
We got to let him play with them, Dude had a meltdown when we took him away. I was like, that's going to be times 1,000 if we put a tree out here, and then we like block him off from it. He's just going to be miserable. I can't do it. Can't do it to him. But we're going to the grandparents' house. They'll have a tree up, so he'll get to destroy something at some point.
It could be the Asperger's. Is he lose it with the
no,
smack
no,
in the face?
no. He's not. It's normal stuff, but yeah, it's he's starting, but he knows a lot of words. He can understand stuff. It's crazy to me for someone that tiny to be able, you can tell they can understand you. It's freaking me out a little bit. A little tiny human being that's starting to realize what's going on.
A ton of it is your inflection and that sort of thing.
Right.
But he absolutely, once they can start focusing on you, if you start working with sign language, with ASL, they absolutely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's already picked up a little of that.
Good. Yeah, we decided to teach that as a second language to our kids, and it really paid off, especially at the time with the terrible twos.
Oh yeah, that's what
because
everybody says
that's
is
just
the worst.
they're just frustrated.
Right.
They can't communicate what it is they want or need,
right.
And they just get frustrated and destroy your house and your Christmas lights.
Well, they'll try.
Yeah,
but it's called. I have the thing that I do. It's called a rear naked choke.
Yeah,
you apply that thing for a couple seconds, and they pass right out. They're gonna wake back up later on.
Oh.
Okay, they're not dead. They're gonna look dead, but they're gonna wake back up.
Now, are you good enough that you can control how long he's out by how much you put on and how long?
Just depends on how long you hold it.
How long you hold it on?
Yeah, if you let go as they're going out, they're not gonna be out very long. A couple seconds.
My kids are at the studio with me today. Would you mind showing me a couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get you.
All right.
After the show.
Yeah. Well, because we want to video it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you doing it to all of them.
Yeah.
Not for legal purposes later on, it'll be somebody else.
What?
Like in court, that's not going to be you. Oh, maybe. It all depends.
Well, yeah.
It all depends.
Things go south.
Yeah. It all depends. It all depends. I don't want to get ahead of the game, if you will, but you never know.
I know you get tired of hearing it this time of year, but I have to ask it because the fans are probably going to want to know, and they'll be texting us and emailing us about it.
Yeah.
Have you got all your Christmas shopping done?
I have not. Mm-hmm. We just the boy turns 1 today.
Okay.
It's also my wife's birthday, and
it's your wife's birthday today.
Yeah, and his.
You didn't start the show with a happy birthday to your wife. That's probably going to pay off. I'm sure. That'll pay.
She doesn't listen to the show.
She
self-burn.
She doesn't want to hear the stupid shit that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah. So no, but we just recently got the birthday shopping done for the little guy. little bit of Christmas stuff in there early, you know, but I'm a last minute kind of dude. I mean, I have like ideas of what I'm going to get people.
Yeah.
But I got to wait till checks come in, man.
No,
Allocate funds, you know what I mean?
Amen.
So I can, because I'm not an early dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, because I'm paranoid that if I try to shop early, like months in advance, then something else is going to come out that I would have wanted to get somebody. And then I'm like, well, I already got him something, so I'm not going to get him that. You know?
I would buy, if I shop too early, like those people, we both have people in our lives, I'm sure, who announce that they finished their Christmas shopping in July, at the end of July, or beginning of August. Mm-hmm. And my sister is like that. God bless her. But I'm not that.
Neither am I.
Can't do it.
My whole family. I should say my whole family. Me and my brother are like that. My brother, man, it is not uncommon for that dude to come into town on like Christmas Eve and be out that night.
Sure.
Looking.
I've been there.
You know what I mean?
I've been there.
Rarely. It is a feat of almost like a miracle-like thing if he gives somebody a gift that's wrapped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's usually in a plastic bag.
Wrapped in a Walmart bag.
Hands it to him. Boom. I love it. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah, it is.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah.
Something from the airport or something from the last gas station that he hit before.
It's not that bad usually. But I do have to bust his chops a little bit because I think it was last year. He tried to order me a hat, like a football team, and it was sold out. It was a really popular hat. It was like one of the sideline ones. They were the winter kind. So he cleverly put it in a box, like just like the internet printout of. He's like, "This is what I'm going to get you for Christmas." Yeah. Never got it. So now I make fun of him all the time. I'm like, I'm still waiting on that hat, man. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll get him back eventually. I'll get him. I'll put like a photo of a Ferrari in there or something.
Yeah.
When we make it big, I'm like, that's coming, man. That's coming.
One Christmas that I remember in particular, Hannah and I, we were both in grad school, and so you have all that going on. Right. You have travel. You have work. And we both had menial jobs.
Sure.
And not a lot of money coming in. Mm-hmm. So we had 2 babies. The third one wasn't here yet, and we literally went one night to I think it was Speedway, a gas station.
Yeah.
And we were buying Christmas gifts because they were really little. I mean, they're not even at the age where they would appreciate like a baseball glove. They had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
But they were really little. But that made me feel so horrible. I mean, I had tears in my eyes, because we were trying to watch every penny, going out that door. And we got home, and I was like, no, I don't care. I don't care if we go further in debt. I don't care. I cannot do this to my kids on Christmas. So I went to Walmart and bought like $300 worth of stuff for the kids and put us further in debt,
I understand,
but I had to do it. I had to.
Now that I got a little one, you just gotta.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's just so young. He's only 1, so I've joked. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna wrap a box in wrapping paper, and he's gonna go nuts with that. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to. That's the great thing about when they're that tiny. Mm-hmm. Give them the wrapping paper.
Christmas tree bulb. That's done. Christmas to them.
Yep. That dude is set for hours. Hours.
Man.
Yeah. So,
well,
I understand.
We'll keep everybody updated on our as we go along.
Oh,
with the Christmas.
I'm gonna have a list, and I'm just gonna check it off as I go, of who I've got covered.
Who's naughty and nice?
Everybody's naughty. Okay, I don't believe in the whole nice thing. Everybody's got their naughty side.
You think you could draw anyone into naughtiness?
Maybe not me personally, but there's something.
Everybody's got their thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Everybody's got their little weakness, their little.
Don't throw Mother Teresa at me either. Okay. Don't tell. She did that for some fame. Okay, for that sainthood. She's chasing that sainthood.
Oh my goodness.
Selfish.
Holding leper babies.
Yeah.
Lucky. I've never held a leper baby.
She's just showing off now. Yeah. God.
Take my picture, Nat Geo.
Some people.
Well, I have a news story that might interest you.
They always interest
It's
me.
not very Christmassy.
That's all right. Well, this technically isn't the Christmas episode, so
No, it's not.
we got time.
It's not.
But we're just prepping
season.
people. We're getting them warmed up. You know what I mean? It's early December. We got time.
Woman gets sent macabre gift from a stranger. Says she'll make it into a necklace. Not only was the recipient of the gift overjoyed to have received it, but she has plans for it too. Who doesn't love receiving proper posts? This is a UK story, so that means mail.
Right. And proper's in quotation, so
Yeah.
I'm curious to find out what that is.
By proper, we mean anything that isn't a bank statement, utility bill, credit card statement, pizza menu, or anything addressed to a previous tenant.
Nice.
However, parcels, handwritten letters, and cards are all very welcome. Unless, of course, said parcel contains something a little offbeat. And in the instance below, offbeat is us being generous. One female Tumblr user, Lana, received a package earlier this month from another user, Haley. Nothing so unusual in that, right? So what did it contain? Festive goodies, a birthday treat, or something else? First of all, let's see if you can guess. Talking on her Tumblr page, artist and jewelry designer Lana wrote, "A few days ago, I received a very special package in the mail. It contained this amputated human toe belonging to the lovely Royally Oily," that's Haley's Tumblr alias. "Like, literally, this is a toe off of her foot," she said. Not only that, but Lana has plans for the toe, explaining, "I'll be changing the solution, but putting it in a new pretty jar and potentially making it into a wearable pendant." Taking on this project is so super meaningful to me, more so than any other jewelry project I've ever taken on, including the engagement ring. I'm so appreciative of her trust in me, and I'm so excited to get to work on this. Yeah. Here's my toe.
Bro, I'm almost speechless right now.
Naturally, people got upset. It seems like Tumblr has previous form when it comes to the bizarre. But as with so many things, there was much more to the story. The biggest misconception was that Haley had served her own... Let me do it again. The biggest misconception was that Haley had severed her own toe. This could not have been further from the truth. According to BuzzFeed, Haley had her toe amputated for medical reasons in 2011. As an artist who also works with jewelry, many of Lana's posts are her photo documenting her own projects. Ooh. Popular. No, I'm not. It's a single toe. A single toe is not going to make me.
Yeah, but that's been sitting around for 5 years. The stank on that thing, man, has got to be just awful. It's probably all grayed out too, because the skin's dead.
Popular materials.
Zombie toe.
Oh, I have saliva. Popular materials she works with are bones, skulls, as well as copper and silver, and Haley herself commissioned the design. Which, whatever you think of the project itself, explains... What?
I don't even know. Do you think the toenail's painted? That's all I'm thinking about right now. Like, did she take it to one of those nail emporiums and got like a scene painted on it? Oh, was it the big toe? Did they ever say? You ever say?
No, it doesn't. It actually ends with this very convoluted sentence, which, whatever you think of the project itself, explains the making it into a pendant. That doesn't explain it to me, but
excuse me.
According to the writer of this story, that explains it all.
Man, the UK is it's a weird place, dude. You got semen facials going on. Okay, and then you got people.
Smoothies.
Then you got people shipping toes to one another. Yeah. Like, hey man, can you make this into a pendant?
if you sent any of your body parts to me, my immediate thought is, oh, psycho.
I'm loading my gun.
Yeah.
And getting ready because I'm thinking that's your warning to me that you're coming to murder me.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
So where did we get from that thinking to, oh, I'm so honored that you sent me your earlobe. Thank you. I'll make this into something and
that's just
we'll
creepy.
both enjoy
it's
it.
Creepy.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know?
Way creepy.
I don't get it. I don't.
If you had to cut something off, if we
And
were in a
send it?
Saw situation, but
Me and
you got to choose.
Saw 1. Me
Okay.
and you in the room.
Saw 0.5. Because I'm not doing the whole thing. Because I'm just going to cry like a little bitch and do whatever he tells me to do to get out of there.
That's what I mean, though. Like, so you want to just go halfway through? I'm done.
Yeah.
Quitting.
Well, if Morpheus offered me the red pill or the blue pill, I'm going to ask him what he recommends. That's just me.
I'm going into the Matrix, okay? I won't be stoned when you start chopping stuff off of me, okay?
Yeah. But is there anything that you could get rid of, you feel? Let's say you fall in love. You go over to try out for the Quidditch team. All right.
Okay.
What was the name of
Chudley
that?
Cannons.
The Chudley Cannons.
Boys. Chudley!
And you go there and you just, oh, wait a minute. You're married. You're not married. Hypothetical. You're not
Let's
married.
go.
You just fall absolutely head over heels in love. Brett, you can't live another day without this human in your life.
Okay.
And she sends you post requesting a body part. Just send me. I need to be, because you're over the pond.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to send me something to remind me of your stank.
DP.
Who?
Dick pic. She's got to specify. If she says I got to chop something off, that's one thing. Put that in there. But if you just say you need something,
All right.
you're getting a text that night. That night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I'm not that kind of guy. I usually don't do that. But
dude, I'm too fat to send the DP. I would have to have help taking that.
You would do, yeah. But see, you could pose though. Then, if you're taking the photo yourself, unless you got something set up like the reverse or the upside down or like the ghost hunter shows what we were talking about before that have the cameras looking right at your face, so you can go hands free, or like a self timer. You're limited. It's going to be usually above it, right?
Yeah.
And then there you go, and then you're done.
No, I don't know. I can't.
For you,
because all that looks like, on me, it just looks like afterbirth down there or something. You can't really tell what's going on. It's just like a hairy crime scene of some sort, but you just can't.
This is what I recommend. For you.
Yeah.
Get an artist to do a nude.
Render it up.
To do a nude.
Oh.
Just get a pose.
Now that's classy.
Yeah. and then paint it. It's got to be oil though. Mm-hmm. Don't bring any of that egg-based whatever into my life. What I don't even know what tempura. Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's what it's called.
Hannah.
That shit doesn't come off.
Nope.
That's like a real tat, man. Like a month, You gotta be careful with that.
Oh, that's refreshing.
It is. Yeah, I don't know. I could get rid of a pinky toe. I don't need that. Mine look all jacked up anyway.
Really?
Or like my middle toe, my second toe in. It's all curved. Looks real weird.
No, we did a photo shoot, and your feet were involved.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing I found about yours is that you have a stubby big toe. A little short,
meaty.
stubby, meaty.
It's meaty.
Oh, you could pound nails with it.
Easily.
There's no doubt about it.
It's chunky.
But the rest of them are super long and skinny.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
got
like a
this.
hand. It's like a little hand. It's like it's like an ape hand coming at you.
There kind of is.
You climb up stuff. Yeah, I wish I could use my feet like a gorilla does or something, like an orangutan.
Are you kidding me?
It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be the best thing ever. I wouldn't wear shoes. Why would I need shoes, guy? Okay?
We're crazy off the track.
I don't care.
Crazy. We're
in the rabbit hole. We're in the rabbit hole right now. Okay? We're just riding the storm out, if you will.
Listening to this show is just like listening to the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
All at once.
At YouTube. It's like YouTube. You click a video and you're watching it, and then you start looking at the stuff on the side, and you're like, you know what? I'm clicking that too. That's what it is.
Clickbait.
That's
is
called?
what the kids are calling
that's called?
Mm-hmm. Anything that draws your eye to it and makes you go,
yeah,
I got to see it. Because you look on Facebook, all the stuff you get that it just shows the top of some lady's breasticles or something. It's an actress, a real popular actress. Yep. And you think if you click on it, you're going to get to see that whole picture. No.
It's something else.
No. Yeah, they want to make your penis enlarged. Or they want old guys to have abs. Again,
you can
testosterone.
Do that. You can do that.
What? I got an ab.
You can have abs.
Ooh.
Plural.
I just need one.
Just need the one.
Mm-hmm.
I just need the one, man. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
I have another story. If you're done beating the toe to death.
Well, you asked me what I want cut off. I'm going toe too, man. All day.
A mom was hauled into emergency school meeting because her 5-year-old daughter can't stop laughing at the teacher's name.
I'm ready.
Huh?
I'm ready. It's probably not good as what thicker than Snickers or what? Snickers.
I'm thicker than a Snickers.
Come on, man. Unreal.
The East London school's head of year hauled the child's mom into a meeting to discuss her naughty titters. Okay,
I love how they talk, man.
People are like, what are they saying about that kid? No, we're not pedophiles. This is just British writing. A furious mom was hauled into an emergency school meeting because her 5-year-old daughter can't stop laughing at her teacher's name. Little Annalise Turamalia told her mom she could not stop giggling every time she heard the words Miss Butt.
Nice.
That's B-U-T-T.
Mm-hmm.
Priscilla later met Miss Butt at a parents' council meeting at the East London school where she told the teacher her child found the name amusing. The mom claims Miss Butt did not seem bothered by Annalise's laughter. But days later, the mom of 2 was summoned to a meeting with the head of year, the school manager, a teacher assistant, and another reception teacher to answer for her daughter's naughty titters. How many people work at this school?
I don't know, man. That's a lot of folks.
First teacher, first up, first head of room.
Somebody's on deck. Getting ready to go. God, yeah.
Priscilla said, when I received a call from the school, I was appalled at how pathetic and petty it was. I wasn't making fun of her name at all. I wasn't happy about being reported. Priscilla, who is also mother to Destiny, 11, now wants Annalise to be moved to a different class as a result of the tension. But requests have fallen on deaf ears. She added, I felt intimidated in the meeting, and they made me feel like I was in the wrong. The school overreacted, and it made me feel really angry, and it's not good enough. I felt I was treated unfairly because I'm putting my trust in the teacher, and I'm not comfortable with my daughter being in her class now. Annalise is too young to notice if she's being treated differently, and I am disappointed about the disruption to her learning. Wow, Mom is on this. Miss Butt done messed up.
Someone about to be cracking that ass.
That butt. The drama means she is now considering moving her daughter to a different school. A spokesman for Mayville Primary School said, we're talking to the mom on a regular basis. Generally speaking, we would only transfer a child from one class to another as a last resort, as it can be incredibly unsettling and disruptive for the pupil, and their well-being is always our priority. Yeah.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, in America, we have so many odd names, but they have those in, James Titmouse is, yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I think that's a kind of a weird story. Your name's Miss Butt, bro. You just accept it.
Yeah.
People are gonna laugh at it because it's a goofy ass name.
Well, it doesn't sound like the teacher was twisted up. Somebody else in the mix. It sounds like.
Maybe, but unless, there's like 9 people working in that classroom, so somebody clearly, took offense to it.
Yeah,
or something.
But there's little exercises for this little girl to work through this sort of thing that it's not so hilarious. I mean, you just take a night or two and just come up with funny, silly names or search them out on the internet and talk to her about it and say, hey, that's not the funniest name. There's people with this name, have her say them, have her hear them. And that way it kind of desensitizes, that, but it's not that hilarious.
Right. To a 5-year-old it is.
Yeah.
But it's funny to me.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But,
there's a football player.
I was Minnesota Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Tight end?
Yeah.
But his last name.
Yeah.
But.
And doesn't, and makes, I'm like, oh, I bet he calls himself like Butte. Or
I doubt
about.
It.
Or
Probably.
Something. No. He's straight up. I heard him say it. His last name is Butt. Yeah, Butt.
Yeah. I saw it.
Well, he had to be a football player. Had to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that dude's not going to be an accountant.
No.
Not going to happen.
I believe it's about time for us to take a quick break.
Let's do it.
And come right back and help the people get through this hour. We'll be right back.
Hi, Shane here, and I like butter. You know what else I like? To listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
Brought to you by Howie's House of Hair. From barely there to awesome hair in just 1 hour. We don't use those synthetic plugs like other hair clubs. We use real quality hair plugs. Call 1-800-HOT-RUGS now.
And we are back. And there's no buts about it.
Oh.
That doesn't make any sense, but I just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh, that was pretty good. That wasn't too bad.
I don't know.
No,
I didn't like it. I don't like it.
You're beating yourself up now.
I'm gonna. Reminds me of Jim Carrey. Liar, liar. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? Yeah. Yeah. Horrible. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize to the listeners on that one.
No.
Awful. Awful. We got one more. Let's wrap it up. I'm curious to know about this one because I just read the headliner on it.
Now, this is a story that happened in America but was written by British paper. So
this should be
bear with me.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't have Tourette's or anything like that, folks. It's just these stories, trying to get through some of these British colloquialisms is kind of tough. Teacher had sex with students in the back of her car and rated them on their performance. Poor fellas.
That just sounds like she's trying to help them get better. A coach, if you will.
Kelsey Lee Gutierrez, 25, was sacked and arrested after it was claimed she engaged in a variety of sex acts with the teenagers over an 18-month period. A female teacher allegedly seduced 2 students, and it is claimed even rated them on their sexual performances. Kelsey Lee Gutierrez, 25, engaged in a variety of sex acts with the teenagers over an 18-month period, according to police. She was sacked from her job as an English teacher at Santa Fe High School in Texas on November 18th after the claims emerged. She now faces 3 charges of having an improper relationship with a student. Local TV station KPRC 2 News, we're on your side, a little shout out to Chick McGee there, said court documents alleged Gutierrez met with an 18-year-old Santa Fe High School student at about midnight on November 12th in the car park of the male student's residence. That means parking lot.
That's right. Car park. Boom. Nailed it.
It is claimed they kissed in the front seat of her car before climbing into the back seat to have sex. 4 days later, Gutierrez went to the student's residence and they had sex in the bedroom, court records allege. He's 18.
Yeah, but
Yep.
teacher.
Yep. Investigators said the teacher admitted to having a sexual relationship with the student, adding they had found evidence on both of their phones about meeting times and the student's sexual performance. The court documents also detail a 2015 relationship with another school student. In May last year, the teacher is said to have picked up the second student in her car and then drove him to a petrol station parking lot where they kissed. A few weeks later, Gutierrez picked up the teenager and parked on the side of the road where they kissed in her car, it is claimed. The two met again at the student's residence, investigators said. The teacher started working at the school at the beginning of the 2014 school year. She was held in custody in lieu of payment of a $45,000 bond, but has since been released. In a statement, the school said, Santa Fe Independent School District became aware that a former high school teacher was arrested Monday, November 28th, in connection with the allegations that she may have engaged in an improper relationship with a student. As soon as the district learned of the allegations, an internal investigation began, including campus administrators and the district police department, and the teacher's employment with the district ended. We will continue to work in cooperation with law enforcement and the district attorney's office. Inappropriate actions by teachers will never be acceptable in this district. The allegations against Gutierrez emerged following a tip-off to authorities. Who tipped them off?
I don't know, man. See, that's the thing. I always wonder.
Yep.
Who is the one who leaked it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
A jealous
guarantee-
buddy?
had to be,
Or a girl that liked
Yep.
this kid.
It's probably the latter.
Yeah.
Because I know he didn't. Unless, no, couldn't have been him.
Come on.
Couldn't have been him.
Come on.
And it clearly wasn't the other dude. Because that was wrapped up for a year. Before anybody found out about that, he was like, nope. He's like, no. Yeah, that had to be. I'm gonna go with my theory's gonna be a jealous girl.
Yeah.
His age, 18,
Yeah.
that liked him, found out about it. Something, maybe read a text message, saw him texting her or something like that. Yeah. And it was like,
I'm going to tell you where I got this story. Actually, it was just on a Facebook feed. And it was, again, it was that clickbait thing where they said the 30 hottest teachers that were caught having sex with their students.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm scrolling down through there, and almost every one of them, without fail, as part of the charges against them, was disseminating harmful material.
Okay,
because they were sending nude pictures of themselves or pictures of themselves with sex toys and stuff like that. How are you putting that out there? How smart are you?
I don't know.
I don't want these people teaching our kids if they're not any smarter than that.
Well, it depends on if it's gym, or anatomy, that's a lesson right there.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No. Not like gym class. Like, you don't got to be like a super smart human being to teach gym. It's all physical, generally.
Yeah.
Generally. So, but if it's science.
I thought the lesbians had that cornered.
What, gym? Gym class?
Hmm.
No. Subarus. They got that cornered.
and golf.
I drive one. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know. It's just.
Have you ever come close to anything like that before?
Personally?
In your time as a student?
No.
I have. I've told you the story.
Right, yeah.
I have.
I have not. I peaked late, though.
Dangerously close. Well, I did too overall.
Reiterate your story.
No.
Touch on that.
No.
Touch on that again. The statute of limitations is up for you.
I had.
So she's safe, or he's safe.
I had a teacher.
I don't know. I don't remember the details. A little fuzzy.
So was the mustache. But listen, no.
Just rough deal. You don't have to go into super detail, but hit the high points.
A teacher, very young.
Okay.
Which there's.
What grade were you in? Or how old?
Teens? Ninth, 10th grade. Teens.
Okay.
15,
so young
16?
teens, though.
15,
Okay.
14, 15?
Yeah.
15, 16.
Let's say 15.
Yeah.
Let's just.
I wasn't driving yet.
Yeah, okay. Let's say 15 then.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. Young teacher.
Well, Your
20s?
Honor.
Your Majesty?
Yeah. Early 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young 20s.
She was right out of, came from college directly to our school.
Sure. First gig.
Mm-hmm.
Saw you.
Yeah. I think
popping.
she saw more than me. I think
Well, sure.
there were several in the stable.
But anyway.
Yeah, I just don't know how much I can. I got lots of rides home from school and things like that made you scratch your head because I lived literally like right down the alley
Like a
from
block?
my school. No joke. 1 block. I lived 1 block from our school. You could see my house from the front doors of the school.
Now, I'm assuming she was attractive. That's why you accepted these rides.
Yeah.
Because if she was fugly, you'd be like, no, I'm good. I'll just walk that. I'll walk that girl. Thanks, though. You have a nice day. But you were like, you know what? My legs are a little sore.
Yeah.
Let me hop in there.
But I got lots of rides after, after whatever it was I was
Practices.
in school. A practice of,
Were you all sweaty?
of different,
In a tank
different
top?
things.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Short, those little 80s
seemed
shorts.
She seemed to be around a lot,
Well,
which
sure.
I was really, I was clueless.
Well,
I'm a male, so
Right.
I was absolutely clueless as to what was going on. But later in life, I was like, "Oh my, you were being groomed, my friend. You were absolutely
That's
being
right.
groomed." And I played it so stupid. I was so dumb.
yeah, she was giving you like pamphlets to
She
gyms and stuff.
absolutely-
She's like, you know what? There's a class coming up on weightlifting. You should check that out. Shit like that. Your hair's looking a little messy. You know what? Here's a couple bucks. Go down to the barber shop. Get that trimmed up.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. But anyway,
Did she ever touch
very
you? Show
nice
me on the
lady.
doll.
Very nice lady.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And she told me one time that she told me her favorite actor
After coitus.
and her favorite singer. And I went out
Yeah, you did.
probably a couple days later
Mhm.
and bought all the albums that singer put out, and I hated them. And all the movies on VHS from the actor.
Nice.
Mhm.
Did her favorite actor have anything to do with your looks? A certain
No.
Richard Grieco.
I don't know if she was a Greconian. I
She
don't know
had
if
to
she
be.
was.
If she had the hots for you, bro, she definitely was. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
One of these days, we're gonna toss up your photo, that young photo of you,
I gotta.
on the web,
I've got more that'll make you
I'm
laugh
sure.
hard.
dude. We got to do side by sides, man, of like similar ages. When he was that age too. It's uncanny.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy. I don't know if that's the look that you were trying to go for, but
no.
you were hitting it, man.
No,
You were hitting it.
we all wanted to be. Who did we want to be? We had the hair cut down the middle and feathered. Scott Baio.
Okay, yeah.
You wanted to be him, or you wanted to be.
Chuck Norris for sure. That bowl cut, man, back in the 70s.
No.
He's gonna kill me now that I said that.
Rob Lowe.
Okay, yep.
You
Yeah.
wanted to be Rob
Dude,
Lowe.
Rob Lowe's been doing it for decades, man.
That's a beautiful human being.
There's no
still,
doubt.
to this
Yeah.
day, right now.
I have to admit it too. He's in his 50s, man, and still looking good.
Yep.
He could pass for 30s
Oh,
with some
yeah.
makeup, but
Yeah.
he could do it. Good looking cat, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Rob Lowe. That's my dude, man. That dude's versatile too. I got to give it to him. He plays villains, a la Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Hilarious guys in
Yeah.
Parks and Rec. I mean, come on. Plus, he does romantic comedies
Yeah.
back in the day.
Did you see his roast?
No.
The roast of Rob Lowe?
No.
Oh yeah.
Was it solid?
Yeah.
Who did it? Who was the roast master? Do you remember?
I don't.
Was it that Jeff dude?
Oh yeah, he's always Jeff
there.
Ross.
Jeff Ross, yeah. That's like his thing.
I think he writes the jokes for all the people who.
Well, he definitely writes some of them for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Well, let me say this. I shouldn't say it. I don't know for sure, but I would assume, for me, if I got invited to do that, which I would probably turn it down, if I was a famous comedian or something, unless I knew the person, right?
Yeah.
But if they sometimes it seems like they just get comedians that don't really know the celebrity, and they're like, "Hey, can you come roast this guy?" And they'll accept, which I think would be awkward, because then you're gonna have some tension there because you don't know that person. So when you start ragging on them, that could easily make somebody upset. But if you know them, it doesn't matter. You just kind of cutting up. But I would also, my point would be, if somebody like that, like Jeff Ross, would say, "Hey man, I'll write your jokes for you if you come and do that," I'd be like, "Nah, man, I'm good. Like I'm a comedian too. I'm fairly certain I can come up with some funny stuff. You know what I mean? Like I would be almost off put by that a little bit personally. I'm like, oh, you would think you're funnier than me, that I need your help to roast this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just me.
No, that's good. That's a good observation. Wow. You've put some thought into that about being roasted or roasting someone.
I roast everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe.
Let's say you were roasting me right now.
All right.
You got
put me on the spot, huh?
You got free
reign.
So yeah. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to say anything. Wait, what? You're not going to hurt my feelings. Yeah, that's it.
I don't. So you can't do that because I don't have anything prepared.
Huh?
I got nothing.
You're that guy.
Next show.
Wait a minute. How do we get any shows done though? Because you're never prepared.
That's true. I come in mentally ready for whatever. That's how I'm prepared.
Well, mentally ready is not just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm prepared to be funny."
Well, sure.
I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm prepared.
half the time I don't. But for me, that's how I like to work. I don't know. But in a roast situation where I need it to be funny, where I got to have it, like if I'm not funny just talking about a story, no big deal. It's just a story, right?
Right.
People can always flip off.
And they're going to if we
yeah.
continue reading these news stories like I have been.
No.
Because we're getting away, we're being lazy and not writing a funny show.
Bro. But come on, man. Those stories are unbelievable. It's ridiculous. The last couple ones, the semen one, man, is unbelievable. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. The semen smoothies. Get out of here.
Unreal. Get
out of here with that noise. But we have to inform people. They need to know about that. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't even wrap my mind around it. How you'd, especially in that circumstance, man. Because she's married, she's got the kids and whatnot, and then another dude, is supplying all that.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Nothing other than awe.
And you tell me, because I told people, I already forget her name and all that stuff. But if you listen to, what was that, last show or the show before? Last show, if you go back to show 54, episode 54, listen to that. And I give her name on there and then go online and look at her. The dude that's supplying, he doesn't need any materials. He's not watching porn or anything like that.
He's like a next door neighbor.
He's thinking about her. Yeah.
He's watching. No, watching her. Guaranteed there's something set up there where he's got a front row view to a shower or something.
Well, he might just be watching her mix his jisms into a smoothie on YouTube.
Probably.
And that's enough. He knows. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Here comes another batch. Yeah.
Here comes another million hits on your site, baby. I'm going to send 30 million soldiers your way. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That and severed toes becoming necklaces, man. People just so weird,
Thank God.
The internet, I think, may have ruined humanity. Like before, you never heard about this stuff because you didn't have the information. Yeah. You know what I mean? You might hear about it regionally if somebody went crazy.
Well, this story would have gotten around now, and I'm before the internet, okay?
Right.
This story would have come around, but you would have to to look for it. You would have to either be in the aisle at the grocery store when they have all the impulse buy items
Right,
there.
yeah,
They have
the
like,
tabloids and stuff.
Yeah, the tabloid magazines and all that stuff. That's where you would find out about these stories. But now,
Or I would think like an urban legend, you know?
yeah,
Like you heard it from a friend.
but don't know.
But you don't know you don't know
Yeah.
where it's from. Dude, I heard about this lady.
Yeah,
She drinks semen.
yeah. What? Then everybody telling you you're a liar.
Crazy. Like,
yeah.
yo, you made that up.
Yeah.
But now we got proof. She's online doing it.
Yeah, she is. Talking about it too. Like it is a health and wellness technique that is, that's been approved by the FDA.
Nope. Oh, no. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm about to hit him with a little Stevie Ray.
A Stevie Ray fact of the day?
Oh, the day. Indeed. Indeed. So, Stevie had a distinct sound of his own, which most people, if you know Stevie Ray Vaughan, then you would know that. But it was partly based on his using heavy 13-gauge strings. Now, I'm not a guitarist. What would you say is average on a guitar for the gauge?
Well, there's light, medium, and heavy strings.
Okay.
And 13s he would have to order special that very few companies make a huge, that's basically a cable.
Really?
You get to, that's why his hands were so strong. That's why he could do those bends and stuff so well, is because he used those big heavy strings.
I'm learning.
But 13 gauge
That's
is
big.
super heavy. Monstrous.
Huge.
Huge. Yeah.
Anyway, SRV's sound and his playing style, which often feature kind of simultaneous lead and rhythm parts, also draws frequent comparisons to that of one Jimi Hendrix.
Yep.
Are they same era?
Yeah.
Or Jimmy slightly
No,
before?
Jimmy's before.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too far behind, though. Could've been.
Not super far behind.
Okay.
But behind, yes.
Okay. But Vaughan covered several of Hendrix's tunes on his studio albums and in his performances. So, an homage, if you will.
And that's your Stevie Ray fact of the day.
Stevie Ray fact of the day.
Indeed. That's crazy.
Thank you. Yeah.
See, I don't know jack about musical instruments, so
It's okay.
to me that's a
You're
learning.
going to learn.
That's a little learning thing right there. So if somebody ever asks me, what's a super heavy gauge on a guitar, I'm like, 13. Get out of my face.
Now, can you just use logic to figure out why he would have used such a heavy gauge of string?
I'm going to assume.
It's what it does to the guitar, not to him personally.
Right. I would assume, and this may be incorrect, but he was more of a bluesy kind of guy, right?
He was the blues.
and probably wanted. I'm assuming that the heavier strings make a lower sound.
Bingo.
So I'm assuming he wanted a little bit more of that.
He tuned his guitar down, what's called a half step.
Okay.
He didn't use standard tuning. You use standard tuning and then tune that down a half step each string.
Okay.
And then he had the heavy gauge steels, and it gave him that low end was really deep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine, a guitarist would have super strong hands, generally.
Yeah.
You would think. That rock climbers. You ever seen that dude that just free climbs everything?
Yes.
I don't remember his name,
No.
but his hands are ridiculous.
There's a girl that does it too, who's
I'm
just
sure.
about like that.
I'm sure. That's insane to me. No ropes. Like he plots the course out with ropes beforehand, but it's like, all right, enough of this crap. I'm just going to get after it.
I'll tell you what, one thing I would like to do in my life, this has nothing to do with rock climbing, but just that strength. One thing, just one more time in my life, because I'm sure I could have done it. I never tried, even at my strongest. But grabbing on to a pole and just
do it sideways with a flagpole.
Yeah, what's that called? Yeah,
like where you hang off like a flag, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. I have no idea.
I don't either.
But that's what I would call it.
Yeah,
Like you're acting like a flag.
yeah. I would like to do that. Be able to do that one time in my life before death. I mean, it's going to take some work.
Sure, a couple reps here and there. But if that's all you focus on, you knock that out in no time. Like if you don't worry about anything else, You're like, I want to do this. This is what I'm going to
So
do.
just commit to that full time.
Every day.
Well, this is my last show because that's what I'm doing.
Dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Dedication.
Diet and exercise. That's the only way you're going to get here.
It's only way you're going to look like this, partner. Even though this is not a visual medium. Yeah. This is all audio.
Just imagine us.
I'm going to liken you to a young Tom Selleck.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But the more handsome.
Well, sure.
Sure. You know what I mean? I mean, and there's the Greco flair.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that.
That's when I was a kid.
Sure. Well, how old is Richard Grieco now? Do you know?
He's a little older than me.
We should do a meetup.
But he wasn't really that big
I know.
in my time.
I know.
He was kind of like he wasn't like a B. Yeah, maybe he was a B star. Would you
And he's
consider him a
perfect.
B?
I can't say. The only reason I even know of him is because of Night of the Roxbury. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Richard Grieco. Yeah, man. That's the only reason.
Yeah. They used to take lots of pictures of him like beside Ferraris and stuff like that. You
Well,
know,
that
it
was the
one of
thing,
that-
right? In the
Yeah,
80s, man.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
all flashy.
red Ferraris.
That was it, yeah.
And jeans.
I feel like that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Like posters always, like from what I remember growing up, which most of mine was in the 90s, but my brother, I have a half brother he's 40 in his 40s, so he was been a teenager when I was a kid. I feel like he always had posters and stuff like hanging up with like Ferraris or Lamborghinis, you know, was a big one.
Now Miami Vice.
That did it.
Back in that. That's the way
I
most
just saw
guys tried to dress who didn't know any better. You know.
I just saw an awesome commercial. It was a Pepsi commercial, oddly enough, that had who was the white dude from Miami Vice? One of the main guy. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh man.
Anyway, he starred in the commercial. He's wearing his Miami Vice gear and everything. He goes to this club and like he's getting his Pepsi on and stuff, and all these chicks are getting, you know, like giving him the eye. But my favorite part is there was this dude that was dressed just like him. And like, and you know, in normal circumstances, if he saw that cat at the club, he'd be like, "Get the fuck away from me!" Man. He'd be like, I don't want to talk to this weirdo. But like, he gives him the nod in the Pepsi commercial, like, "Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks, good looking out," you know. But I'm like, there's no way, man. Like, no, in real life, you're telling that dude to fucking beat it.
Don Johnson.
There it is, Don Johnson.
Yep.
Crushed it though, man. Killed it in that commercial. I actually believe I was like, this guy probably drinks Pepsi every day. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
he usually just wore like a T-shirt, a
T-shirt,
a
that
colored
white
tee,
suit, man.
and the white, just the white jacket thing.
He was wearing white pants too in the commercial.
Yeah,
so
a lot of times. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
Just saying. It was great.
But nobody really. I didn't want to be him. I'm sure there were guys who wanted to be him. I wanted to be Starsky.
From Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. Yeah, and he wasn't even like a super like good looking, you know, studly kind of guy. He was short, curly hair.
Yeah.
But I just thought he was cool. I mean, that car, ridiculous. At the time, that car was like a UFO to us kids in mid Ohio.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
I got some emails.
So let's do some emails.
Chippity Chop says, "You
barbershop.
guys are so fun.
Hey, thanks.
Why haven't we heard more about Bigfoot and TTT Tech? Those are my favorite shows. Why haven't we heard more about them and your education at the Tech?"
I'm working on a Christmas movie.
Oh.
Well, not really, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Sasquatch
just
versus Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sasquatch
Live action.
versus
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be huge.
Epic battle. Epic. I'm not sure who's going to win it yet, but whoever wins it, there's going to be a sequel. But they're going to be fighting somebody else.
I do have a question. You've brought up a question
Go.
in my little brain. Is the abominable snowman?
The aboriginal snowman?
Yes. And Bigfoot, are they the same guy?
I kind of. They're how you would say cousins, right? Relatives. But the snowman lives in obviously frigid temperatures, mountains, and such. Rarely travels down to the lower realms of the forests like the Squatch does. But I'm sure in certain parts of the world where those things butt up, the trees butt up to the mountains, those two tangle a bit. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Hatfields and McCoys, man. You know?
Why not have them battle in the movie?
Maybe I will.
Because it's too hard to spell. Yeah.
People be like, I can't even pronounce that.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in
The
watching
adorable snowman. Why do I want to?
I want to see carnage. Not a cute little thing getting beat to death by a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I will. No, that could be the second one. I have a series of films though. I was breaking it down with my wife.
With your education, you're wasting yourself.
Well, let me throw it. Let me pitch it.
Sure.
I'm going to pitch it right now. The first movie. This is about werewolves, and the first movie is going to be, well, it's werewolves in a sense, but it's really beer wolves.
Oh.
Okay, and instead of the guy getting triggered by the moon where he transforms, it's the smell of beer. Okay, so that's his kryptonite, right? So I thought of like awesome, like you have awesome one-liners like "Get that beer away from me."
Yeah,
like, you don't know what that does, stuff like that. He talk like that, kind of growly a little bit. So the
I already got a scene. Can I jump in really fast?
Let me throw the title.
Okay.
No, you know what? Go with the scene, then I'll hit him with the title.
Okay. Don't forget it.
I've got it. I've got it right
Okay. There's a scene where he tells them, "You've got to keep me locked away."
Yes,
for
always.
the night. You got to keep me locked away and away from the bar. Don't let me go into the bar. So they lock him away, but they lock him away in the keg room.
Boom. Rampage. That's awesome.
Okay, go.
Okay, so the first movie, this is a trilogy. Okay, first movie, Beer Wolf, The Revenge. Okay?
Okay.
Now, this time it's personal. That's the whole thing. But see, the great thing about that is people don't know. They're expecting that to be the second movie just by the title, because he's like, what is he revenging against? Who has wronged the Beer Wolf? All right.
Yeah.
So you're already off track, right? Mm-hmm. Then you have I forget the second movie, but I'm not worried about that. Beer Wolf in London.
Oh yeah.
Is the third one? Is the third film, the culmination, if you will.
What does a werewolf is a changeling,
right?
As it were. What is the process like? If you don't mind, share that
transformation.
With me. What does he go through? What's he going? How long does the transformation take?
Most films, it's like 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay,
because it's super painful.
What happens in that time when he becomes Beer Wolf?
Well, the eye color always changes from a normal to a yellow. It's always yellow,
red and glassy.
Yeah. He'll have a horrible stench. Horrible. He'll stumble about.
Piss and
everywhere,
stale beer
constantly. He'll be peeing too a lot. Just that's one of his things. Just because you're gonna have to, you break the seal, and you're gonna be peeing all night.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It just
once you get started,
it's done. You're done. So there's that. But yeah, it's gonna look like a normal werewolf transformation. Essentially, he'll smell it, he'll go into it, but they all have different characteristics. He's not gonna be normal werewolf stuff where he's just growling at people and murdering them because he's angry. Right. He'll stumble a lot.
Will he be the traditional Harry with claws?
Sure.
Or will he? Oh yeah.
Okay. There'll be some of that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe more Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
The look. I haven't decided.
A drunken Teen Wolf.
I haven't decided yet. But maybe. We got time.
Well, there you go. Chippity chop.
Nothing to do with your question, but
Fat Asthma says, should I rent or own?
Own, always. Renting is for suckers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Even if it's one of those micro houses, which I don't believe in and I think are stupid, buy them. Get it. Buy it. Live in it. It's got a fold-up bed. It's got everything you need just to live there. But, yeah, you always want to buy. If you can. Sometimes you can't.
If it's newer.
Yeah.
If it's a newer residence, that's awesome.
Unless you're a fixer-upper guy.
No,
like
that's
Bob
not
Vila.
Me. All I do owning a house, all I found myself doing was worrying about water and water leaks. Always. Every day, every minute of the day.
Owning a house is way more stressful, for sure.
Yep.
Because if something happens,
It's something always is
your
going to
house,
happen. It's
right.
right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's either today or tomorrow that
Before.
something horrible and expensive is going to happen to your house.
and it's always going to be just expensive enough to not meet your deductible. For me anyway, it's just enough to fucking hurt my paycheck, like just destroy the paycheck, but it's not covered ever. So I'm like, just what's the point of insurance?
Yeah. Can the baby eat ramen noodles? Because
Yep.
Yeah. Dumpster Diver says, I listen to your show in my spare time. What do you in your spare time?
I dumpster
What
dive.
do you do in your spare
Boom.
time?
Flipped it on him.
Oh, you did.
You like that?
Put him right on his ear.
Boom. No, I don't dumpster dive. That's gross.
Well, because you don't like to toot your own horn, as it were. So I'll tell the folks, you an avid physical fitness
I like to work out.
practitioner,
I like to work out.
and you like the now what do we call it? Do we call it tactical shooting or combat shooting or just any kind of shooting? You really like it all, don't you?
I like the firearms.
Yeah.
I have a full blown case of gun fever.
But you're not. I want to put this out there. Cory is not a typical.
I'm not a prepper.
Backyard.
No.
Backyard with the fire going, half drunk, firing off rounds and
not
saying
that guy.
no. He's a real life.
I take it very
the cheapest
seriously.
gun he owns is probably a couple $1,000, and
No.
he's that kind of.
The cheapest
shooter.
gun I own was
Yeah,
given
well,
to me.
Yeah.
But the most expensive gun
My
I
work
own,
gun.
I will say this: my most expensive gun is $3,000
Yeah.
right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
and
that's a
adding
lot
to
of
it all
money.
the time.
That's a lot of money. But yeah,
That's kind of your things, right? And being a family guy and.
yeah, a little hunting when I can here and there, but yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it.
Well, I don't mind tooting my own horn. I'm
Toot it. Toot, toot.
well, Little Debbie's and Netflix. That's me. That's where
wheelhouse
I'm at
right there.
in my life.
That's like Mo Vaughn stepped up the bat, baby. Once you throw that fastball down the middle, that thing's going deep.
We're getting close. This is probably not going to be our last show in the old studio, but we're getting close to it being our last show. Within this month, we will be.
We'll retire the studio too. We'll have a reverse ribbon cutting. You know,
Can we just burn it down? Or
I was thinking either that or we just rent it to somebody who wants to live here.
yeah,
That
Yes.
extra income for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you get a roommate, stuff that, he can help you out or she can help you out around the house,
Well, there you go.
picking up stuff,
There you go.
taking care of the chickens.
That's something to consider. Yep.
I don't know.
Taking care of chickens.
That's a full-time job, man.
Man, you got that right.
It's a full-time. Not only are they talkative, they hit you with some of that, but, they got eggs. You got to collect those, clean up all their feces that they just strewn about everywhere. Sorry, plural.
Yeah.
Feci.
I'm super smart.
Well, you're a doctor.
Clearly. Clearly.
That's spare time, being a doctor.
Yeah.
Helping people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do.
Mhm.
Changing lives. One heartbeat at a time.
What? Nope. Nothing to do with hearts.
Yeah, you're not a heart doctor. No. You're not a cardiologist. No. You would kill somebody, for sure.
You
Sir,
were much too stupid for that.
Sir, you need open heart surgery. Just go ahead and lie down here.
Yeah.
Let me take care of that. Yeah, 10 minutes later, you're on the lam.
Yeah.
Because you're probably wanted for
Well,
murder.
because he came in with elbow cramp or something.
Tendinitis.
There's such thing as. See, I don't even know what things are called.
I don't even know what the clinical term for an elbow is. I'm pretty sure it's just elbow. But I don't know. How would I know? I'm not a doctor of that, of all that
Not
stuff.
the kind that helps people.
How dare you? You change people's lives. Just be modest.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. You're
If
welcome.
you don't have anything else to close with, I'm going to close this up.
I don't. I'm tapped out. I'm going to hop on Tumblr, though.
Thank you for your time. All I ask you to do is love somebody.